and $30. Do another find, and now return 3 products. So now we can really customize and really target the products that we want to promote on our site. I'm going to drop the price range from there, and we'll just leave it, do a search on that. I think it's 24 products, and we'll save that search. Save it to the hats category. And then finally, let's do mugs. So we'll just do Green Bay Packers mugs, obviously. Oops, do it on product name. And those are appearing because I've already tried those searches before, so that's why you're seeing those pop up. And then we have 10 different mugs with Packers logo on them. So I can do a save, or if I'm not completely satisfied with that search, I could further filter that search by additional criteria. But for now, I'm just going to save that. Okay, so as it is, I'm going to come back to my Packers fans store homepage, and we can see right at this point we have 49 products. Obviously from one merchant, Football Fanatics. We could add products from multiple merchants here, multiple networks, kind of across the board. But in this demo, I just want to kind of focus on Football Fanatics. That is the basics of creating a store. It's pretty simple. We don't really have to take any more steps from here. At this point, we can go over to our WordPress blog and import it. But I want to make sure that everyone's cool with where we are up to now, and then we'll, if everyone's cool, we'll go to WordPress. But does anyone have any questions? Okay, I don't see any questions. So let's go over to WordPress. So here's my WordPress backend, and I'm just going to upload the DataFeedr plugin into WordPress. So it's going to go into the plugins area, click Add New, Upload, Browse. I have my DataFeedr plugin. It's downloaded to my desktop already, and click Install, Activate, and now it's installed. And so when we go under Tools and DataFeedr, we have the DataFeedr backend for your WordPress blog. And the final thing we need to do before we do our import is just to grab a connection key, and that allows us to easily connect our store with the factory on datafeedr.com, so that your store you can set it up to be automatically updated. So if you want your product list, the products being displayed on your store to be updated, let's say every 3 days, which is the default, we input the connection key, and then your store will update itself automatically every 3 days. So I just need this connection key. It's up here in the right-hand corner. I'm just going to select that, copy it, go back to our blog admin area, and paste it in there, and save. Okay, so now after we've saved the connection key, it gives me the options to update the products and settings. So once I click that, that basically imports, oops, oh, I forgot to set something up. My bad. Basic store settings, oops. One last thing, localhost. Have to put in my domain name so it knows where to send it. There we go. And now once I click the Update Products and Settings link, this basically imports all the categories from my store that I just created, all the products, all the settings, etc. And you can see that it imported 3 categories and 49 products. So here is our front end of our blog before we imported the store. And if I reload this page, you'll see we get a store link here, and we click that, and we'll go in and we'll have our storefront page. So basically the storefront page is just some featured products pulled randomly from our product database. If we click on a product, it'll take us to the product full description. We can change any of the links so that any link on the site can either link, or any product link on the site can either link to the product details page, which you see here, which is on my site, or you can configure any product link on your site to link directly to the merchant, Football Fanatics. And here, if I click buy, this will go ahead and take me right over to Football Fanatics, which I seem to have. What's going on here? It's not good. Let's see what's going on. Wait.
Yeah, it looks like I might have. We've got a feed update going on right now, so we had a little error. So you might have just hit a bad product.
Okay, no worries. Let's try another one.
Got a question, by the way.
Yeah.
The question is, with the plugin, when you put the when you put in the URL, how do you make sure that DataFeedr syncs? Is it just by that link, or is it going to tools? Can you customize the product with your own verbiage? So can you update product descriptions with your own verbiage, or is it just pulling straight off the feed?
Yeah. So right now, like by default, it pulls straight from the feed, but you can set your own verbiage if you want. So if we go into jerseys, and let's say we want to tweak this Ryan Grant's jersey, click more info, and we can basically control. You can have edit access to nearly every attribute about a product. So if we want to change the product description, whoops, don't want to bookmark that page, change the product description, and if we just want to leave off that part, we can do that. We can put in additional description, whatever we want, save it, and the only thing we need to do is just, after we save that, is just update our products and settings. Come back, and where was it? What product was that? Reebok Ryan Grant. Oops. 25. All right, yeah, I think this one's it. So now this is the one I just edited. I added the product description twice and shortened the title. So you can edit most of the product attributes. Yeah. Does that answer your question? Hello?
And another question that I'll take is, since I'm an internal partner of Football Fanatics, will DataFeedr work for me if they don't use CJ or Share a Sale or GAN? And right now, you guys are just using the network feed. So we've got another webinar coming up in a couple weeks with another service that works with any CSV formatted feed. So if you wanted to get with me offline, just email us at partners@footballfanatics.com, and we'll give you some possibilities there as well. Okay.
Can I continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So so out of the box, that's what you get. But there's a whole lot more that you can configure to kind of customize. You have complete control of all the layouts on each page. And let me first start with just adding a couple of the widgets to the sidebar. If you're running WordPress, you're probably familiar with the widgets. And we go into Appearance, Widgets, and we have a number of DataFeedr widgets so you can quickly add to your sidebar to kind of call out some of the store links and make them available on each page. So I'm going to add a DataFeedr Categories widget as well as a DataFeedr Products widget. Save those. And then if I reload, let's go back to the home page, we're going to get the store categories here in the sidebar and then some random products appearing in the sidebar as well. Click more details and off we go to the product details page. We can click some of the, like if we click, we have tag cloud, so you can put a tag cloud in your sidebar and you click one of the tags and it'll take you to a page just with products tagged with that tag. And let's see, what else we got? Oh, yeah, another cool feature is we have a simple and advanced search. So we can set up searches just to do a simple product, just basically a keyword search on a product. So this is going to search our store. Maybe I'm looking for Reebok Green Bay stuff. And so this will return all Reebok products that you search, obviously, that are tagged with Reebok. Not tagged, but that Reebok appears in the name. And so here we have the search results. All these products are from Reebok. And then we have the merchant logo here as well, which you can display anywhere on your site.
Okay, a couple more questions for you that have popped up, by the way.
Sure.
Okay, one was that I noticed that you updated the description from DataFeedr. Is that text physically stored in the WordPress database?
Yep. It's basically everything that you do here all gets transferred over to your database. So if you want to do some fancy MySQL stuff, it's all there. It's all stored in, we have about 8 or 9 tables storing DataFeedr information in your WordPress database.
Okay, another question is that I noticed that the descriptions on the main page are not complete. Is there a short description available without manually editing each one individually? Or are you guys truncating at a certain length just for space considerations?
Yeah, so on the front page, on the store homepage here, most of the pages except for the product detail, oops, not that page, except for the product details page, we are truncating the description because to fit, like in this area, for example, if we were going to put the whole product description, well, maybe the first product description is going to be a couple paragraphs long, whereas the second one could just be maybe a couple sentences. So it'll really throw off the layout of the site. So we've truncated, and you can truncate on a word boundary or even on a character boundary just by easily editing the views section of within the factory. And I'm going to show you guys what I mean by that in a second. But yeah, it's a good question. You can set it to say, okay, just show me the first 10 words, or just show me the first 200 characters.
Cool.
Okay. What else? Any other questions for now?